Hello friends, welcome back to part 11 of my Tesla earnings forecast video review series. I'm joined as always by my co-host Loki, who is alert in bed. Maybe he wants to eat his breakfast, because this is an episode of Breakfast with Loki. Okay buddy, here's your breakfast. There you go. Good boy. Okay, we'll see if Loki wants to eat his breakfast or not. Sorry. Got some stuff in the way. Gotta make sure I can still get to my mouse. Alright, so there's Loki, and here is one of the big chunks of treat that I put in. Oh, check it out. Yeah, that looks pretty good, huh? Yes. Okay, we'll see if Loki eats. You can keep an eye on him in the Loki cam, which is right here below me. You can see him right there. And I'll tilt this camera up a little bit, and then I'll drop the height on it, so you'll still be able to see Loki really well if he comes over and eats the rest of his food. And I will continue the tour of my 69 tweet forecast thread. So we're on video number 11. We've done 10 videos and we've covered 17 of 69 tweets in this thread. You may think, James, you're off to a very slow pace. It's going to take you a year to get through all these videos. No, that's not the case. The last three videos are going to cover a ton of tweets. They're going to cover like, I don't know, 30 tweets or something. They're going to be longer than the average video, so one of those might be a 45-minute video or something. But they're going to cover a lot of mileage, acreage, hectares. I don't know. They're gonna cover a lot of ground. So let's keep going, and here is tweet number 18. Here's how Tesla's revenue has grown over time. I expect the growth story to continue throughout 2023. Tweet 18 of 69. What do we have here? Well, it's one of everybody's favorite charts that I do. It's the quarterly revenue chart. Check it out. So I do have it this way, which is the way that it's presented in the thread. I also have it this way, which is the live Flourish chart at flourish.studio. So this is where I make this chart, and you can actually mouse over any one of these quarters and find out exactly how much revenue Tesla made in that quarter. So for example, the one I happen to have hovered over here is Q2 of 2018. Tesla made $4,002,000,000 worth of revenue that quarter. So this resource is out there. I may not have put a link to it on this thread, but it's the same link every time I've ever sent this chart out, so you can go search for it and find it without too much difficulty. Or I can just drag it down onto the screen here, and you can see that it's public.flourish.studio/visualization/467928. You just put that in and it'll bring this up. I'll get that out of the way for now. I did the wrong thing. Let me click back over here and then click here and then drag that up and out of the frame. There we go. So yeah, 23,329,000,000 is a lot of simoleons, folks. That is big time money. That is more than Tesla made in the prior year, same quarter, by a lot. $5 billion worth of growth year over year on just that quarter. Here's a number Tesla is going to blow away in Q2. Q2 of 2022 was constrained, as I've said many times, and we'll say many times again before this video series is over. There were Shanghai lockdowns in Q2 of 2022 that prevented that factory from getting anything close to a full quarter's worth of production out. So sales were lower in that quarter, and you'll see Tesla beat this number by, you know, hopefully a lot more than the $5 billion that they beat Q1 by. Then in Q3 of last year, Tesla broke $20 billion. For the first time ever, Tesla had never had more than 20 billion in a quarter until Q3 of last year. And then in Q4 it was 24 billion. So sequentially, yes, this was a decline from Q4 to Q1, but not by much, folks. If you look back in history, look back at 2018 Q4, 7.2 billion, 2019, 4.5 billion. Q1 is seasonally the weakest quarter, and this is what that looks like. 7.384 to 5.985, 10.744 to 10.389 every year, just about. Q1 has less revenue than Q4 did, but that's not the comparable you want. Tesla Q likes to go after the sequential comparison, but sequential doesn't mean much. What you want to do is look at these year-over-year increases. Here's what Q1 is doing every year, a lot more than the year before. Here's what Q2 was doing every year. Well, with the exception of 2020, Q2, oh, this was COVID, Q2 of 2020. Wasn't, I mean, I'm calling this a bad quarter. It was up 4 billion over the prior year Q2, so helped by the beginning of the ramps at Berlin and Austin here. Q3s, how were these doing? 3 billion, 6.3. Okay, that Q3 wasn't up by a lot. 8, 7, 13. So this is out there for you. That's a little resource you can go play around with, get familiar. The most important thing to think about here is the growth story over, like Tesla Q was saying back in 2018? No. They were very wrong, right? They saw this slowdown from 21.4 to only 24.6, and they said, well, that's it. Tesla's topping off. They'll never do any better. Well, Tesla had other plans, and they grew it from 24.6 to 31.5 to 54 billion almost, to past 81 billion. I mean, this is huge growth for a company that's been around as long as Tesla has, to get from 25 billion-ish to 80 billion-ish over a period of 3 years. That is monstrous growth. So that's why people like this chart. It really helps punctuate how much Tesla's revenue has grown over the years. And I do have time to get to one more chart here because it's Stevenson indicator. Let's take a look at this one. 2022 began a tough bear market for growth stocks. See bear market begins arrow. If you're new to Stevenson indicator, here's a playlist of videos explaining it. So I've got a playlist of videos going back a long, long time explaining that Stevenson indicator is not a price target. It's certainly not a price target. You can search for that and find videos from me spanning a period of many years. This is a joke technical analysis indicator. Everybody saw that there was a line here that Tesla was following during the bull market of 2020-2021 before it peaked right around the time the bear market began, and stocks have been declining since. So in the bull market, Tesla was trading above Stevenson indicator, and since the bear market began, almost immediately Tesla started trading below Stevenson indicator. So if you want to know what it's indicating, it's not really indicating anything, but that would be what it's indicating. If you had to put a gun to my head and ask me what's it indicate, it indicates if you're above it, you're in a bull market, and if you're below it, you're in a bear market. And it'll take some time to get out of, because Stevenson indicator is way, way higher than where the stock is trading today. Up at levels Tesla never achieved. Tesla never got a lot higher than, what's that, about $410 split adjusted. I think I remember Tesla trading at 1,240, so somewhere in that range, pre-split. And it hasn't gone that high since. So what good is Stevenson indicator? Nothing, except for memes, memes and jokes. and entertainment purposes only, which is what all my analysis and forecasting is. It's just for entertainment purposes, folks. We're just Tesla enthusiasts talking about Tesla, making fun predictions, etc. And that is my video for today. So it looks like Loki has eaten only his first treat. Hi, Loki. And he has quit at that point. So we'll see if in a future video Loki decides that he wants to eat more of his food. And with that, I will outro and say, if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel? You can do that for free on YouTube, or you can do that for 69 cents per week on Twitter if you subscribe to my Twitter channel, where you get access to my exclusive subscriber-only tweets and the subscriber-exclusive episode of my weekly series, James and Loki's Gems of the Week, where I go through all the tweets that I liked on Tesla Twitter over the past week and talk about them. My Patreon supporters also get access to that series. And I would say the better way to sign up now is through Twitter, because you also get access to those subscriber-only tweets. And a special thank you to my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.